We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. And he'll be taken down up at the 40.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 2. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
That is caught. He finds Walker. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Adisa Isaac there to bring him down. They face 2nd down and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got the hookup to Mike Gesicki. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
That is left side and caught by Flowers. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Walker. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And a nice run. It's down to the 5-yard line. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. To the goal line and in. Tez Walker. Touchdown, Ravens. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Right to the air, it's Fields. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life, his speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
He'll edge forward for maybe a yard. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Thank you.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And good hard running will get him down close to a 1st down. might be a yard short.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Good.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 31 yards.
Here we go.
Tight end going in motion here.
Right.
Here's a run. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Flowers with the catch. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zones. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball's going to go.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum build.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Right back to the air following that pick six. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Now a handoff, running right. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. He'll look to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This brought him out past the 20. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go, Snap.
Pistol snap back to Fields. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
On 1st and 10, Fields. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And that is caught. Well, he stayed in bounds. A terrific catch. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 41 yards. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. The extra point is good, and the Steelers will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And it'll be third down. Complete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. And he's going to have a Ravens first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on fourth down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Back to the air one more time. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He is in. Touchdown, Baltimore. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go. Right.
His drive will start on the ground. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
Here we go. Right.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this.
Go. Here we go, son. Right.
They'll stay on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Easy. Right.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
3rd and 6.
Here we go.
They send the tight end in motion.
Right.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And he's going to have the Steelers' first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Angel. Go.
Now a give on the ground. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 5. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. I'm good. Hey, 551. Right.
To throw is Fields. Open man, right side. He's got it. A gain there of 15. That's a Steeler first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Second down. It's Fields. This one caught at the 4. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators. Everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Now for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Steelers have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. First and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep this one on the ground. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So we have hit halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman. And our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go and the second half is underway.
Here we go. It's there. Eleven. Tonight.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. From off the edge, Nick Bosa with the stop. They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Hey, Ken.
putting the tight end in motion. Fields now on second down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Don't jump. Ready? Test. Left side. Right.
Fields now. Open man, left side. He's got it. Now he's loose again. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Steelers. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. The PAT, up and good. And the Steelers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. A run now on 2nd down. And this is going nowhere. He's going backwards to the 4-yard line. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. He's got his man. It's Hill. Good gainer there. They'll get him out of bounds up past the 35-yard line. They pick up 27 and convert on 4th down. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Now they'll set up to throw. Taken in by Gesicki. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. A pass right side going to be taken in by Walker. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And he will score. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Ravens. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Fields from the pistol. He's going to air this one out. That is caught! And he will score! Touchdown, Pittsburgh. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
The extra point is good. And the Steelers tack on one more to their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Tyreek now to return it. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 32 yards.
We have to give some credit to the offense. They're doing their part as they try to claw their way back into this game. On their previous drive, touchdown. That big play now has them potentially on another scoring drive. If they can get some defensive stops and keep this up offensively, this game could start getting real interesting.
14 on the pickup. Good for a Raven first down. Hill brought in motion. Now, faking the give. Now, a loose football. One of his teammates there to take it back in. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Recovered by the offense.
They'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Hill. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. finally brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. They only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll try to run. 1st down and more inside the 15. And they are not going to catch up. He's in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Ravens 28. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go, son. Right.
Pistol snap back to Fields. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here we go, son.
Tight end going in motion here. He's got his man. It's Pickens. Just his 1st catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down.
Here we go, son.
Now a give up the middle. Inside the 20. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Steelers. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. Extra point attempt still to come. It's up and good. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to run it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. He'll look to throw. Going up top. That's caught! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert 1st downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both, and when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way. They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Back to the air once more on second down. That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Back to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the first down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That one, take it in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. The return starts from the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They send the tight end in motion. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Extend. Here we go. We're good. Go.
Second down. It's Fields. That one knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. 3rd down coming up.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Throwing now on 1st and 10. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Another try, 2nd and 10. Hill brought in motion. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Tez Walker. Touchdown, Baltimore. That his 2nd touchdown tonight.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Tucker for the point after. The kick is good, and the Ravens will cut the deficit to 7.
Ravens 42.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Here we go, tonight. Right.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
Hey, 5:51. Here we go. Sorry.
And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Mayday. Don't jump. Ready?
They're going to motion the tight end over here.
Right.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he is tough to bring down. Finally, the defense gets him on the ground. It'll be no gain on that play.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Putting the tight end in motion. That's brought in right side by Pickens. very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
And now it's decision time, Mike. And I'll tell you, this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. The question comes down to, do you trust your offense to put this game away and come up with a first down? Or do you punt the ball back and say, okay, defense, let's not give him any good field position? This is a big decision right here. I can't wait to see what he does.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. Fields to throw for it. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. And he'll get it by plenty. It's a gain of 8 on 4th and 1.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5.
Here we go, son.
Back to the ground after the penalty. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Angel. Here we go, son.
Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Brings up 2nd down at the 19-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They get the victory away from home.